musicians. If my lessons have helped you in the past, I would love it if after learning this song you jumped over to my Patreon and checked that out and considered supporting me there. You can think of it as helping me buy a new set of guitar strings, or just buying me a coffee, or just leaving me a tip because you've been helped by my lessons in the past. But no pressure, you're about to learn this song either way. So Don't Check on Me by Chris Brown and featuring Justin Bieber and Ink is going to be played in standard tuning. And in terms of the chords, just basic chords, if all you want to know, it's pretty simple. It's a C major chord to a G major chord, and then it alternates back and forth between the C and the G major, and then it goes to an E minor, and then it goes to a D major. But if you want to play it exactly like the recording, it's a bit more intricate than that. At the time of me making this lesson, there are no videos of this song being played live for me to see precisely how it's being played, so I'm having to speculate just a bit on the fingerings. But there are two sensible ways to make the opening C chord. Either like this, or like this. Both are kind of weird and non-conventional, but one may be easier for you than the other. So let me show you the way that I was playing it in the introduction to this lesson. I've got my first finger on the 5th string 3rd fret and my second finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret. I'm plucking with my thumb the 5th string, and then I'm plucking simultaneously the 5th and 2nd strings now with my thumb and 2nd finger. And then I'm hammering on with my pinky finger to the 2nd string 5th fret. And then I'm picking it up and plucking again the 5th and 2nd string. And that's the C. If that feels weird, you might want to try it here. The way that you play it here is ring finger will go on the 6th string, 8th fret. First finger will go on the 3rd string 7th fret. And then you'll do the exact same plucking pattern with your thumb, except for now it's thumb still, or not still. Now the thumb is going to be striking the 6th string, and your second finger right hand will be striking the 3rd string. But then everything else is the same. Hammer on with the pinky 2 frets above, which would be the 3rd string 9th fret. So either way, one may be easier or more accessible to you than the other. But that's the C chord. That's the way it's got to be being made one of those two ways. I can't think of any easier way to do that. The next chord is going to be a G chord. The way that you make your G chord is your first finger is going to go to the 6th string 3rd fret, and your ring finger will go to the 3rd string 4th fret. And you'll pluck with your thumb down and up with your second finger at the same time. Thumb hitting 6th string, second finger hitting 3rd string. And then I just kind of hit down with the back of my fingernail, trying to strike as isolated as I can the 3rd string 4th fret. And then it repeats back to C. And then, like every time it does this little flourish of notes, that is a bit of a hammer on that you'll need to do. So out of your G chord, you will then hammer on with your pinky finger to the 3rd string 5th fret. Then you'll pull off to where your ring finger still is out on the 3rd string 4th fret. And then you'll pull off your ring finger to the open or expose the open 3rd string. It's just a quick flourish of notes, but slowly, very slowly. And that's coming inside of the G after the C. And it alternates back and forth between that C and G until it goes to the E minor, and then the D. But you can notice that this E minor and D is not just a standard E minor and D. The E minor, you'll have an open 6th string. You'll put your first finger on the 5th string 2nd fret, which the 5th string 2nd fret is not going to get struck, but you want your first finger there just in case your thumb, if while striking the open 6th string you fall off of it too much and hit the note behind it. You don't want an open 5th string ringing because that's not in the chord. So just put your first finger on the 5th string 2nd fret for habit, and then your pinky finger will go on the 4th string 4th fret. and this note will get struck. You'll hit an open 6th string, the fretted 4th string, and then the open 3rd string. And I go thumb, 1st, 2nd fingers with my right hand on strings 6, 4, 3. And then it moves to a D chord. The D chord is a shape you're familiar with. It's a C shape, just pulled up 2 frets. So I've got my ring finger on the 5th string, 5th fret, my 2nd finger on the 4th string, 4th fret. I'll have an open 3rd string and 1st finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And I'm plucking strings 5, 3, and 2 with my thumb, 1st finger, and 2nd finger. So that's coming together, E minor, and then the D chord. In striking the up with your 2nd finger, the 2nd string, 3rd fret, you might want to hit the open 3rd string and maybe even try to hit a little bit of the fretted 4th string in that up strum before going back into. So E minor to the. Sometimes in this D chord, which again is shaped like a C chord, you can hear the guitarist put pinky finger down on the 1st string 5th fret while leaving the rest of this C shape for our D chord intact. So you might want to mimic that as well. And those are, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to say. Oh, the song's being played on an electric guitar. Obviously, this is an acoustic guitar. It may be easier on electric, but the notes and formations, they all translate the same. So, those are the chords and the movements to Don't Check on Me by Chris Brown featuring Justin Bieber and Ink. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to approach the song.